Man, what's happening with YouTube? As y'all been requesting, we already done found our winner. We done had a vote go up. So this is gonna be the first initial one. So we doing a video on how to budget and save money when you make $40,000. So we doing a $40,000 budget right now. So I'm gonna be talking y'all through it line by line, step by step. And I'm gonna show y'all what helped me. You know what I'm saying? Cause I like to do my stuff in percentages. So that's what we gonna be doing, man. We about to get that ball rolling and let's learn. And the first thing too I wanted to mention to y'all, like the way I do my things like this, I actually divided my bank account. I got 4 different accounts, right? So you got your savings, you got your main checking. That's what I call my spending power. Then I got a separate account just for splurging. So that's the splurge, that's the money that I mess off. So we got a splurging account, and then we also got a bills account. And that's the most important. You gotta make sure that bills account right. That's where you need to be sending your percentages to. So you send a certain percentage to your bills, you save to pay yourself first, you got a certain amount for splurging, and then you got whatever's left over is just money that you might need on a rainy day or something that you do throughout the day. You know what I'm saying? You can always just transfer back and forth too once you do stuff, you know? So I'm gonna teach y'all that game, but rich people do this all the time. They already got their money organized. If you don't have your money organized, it's not gonna really work for you. And I hope you're not one of the people that be just firing off the hip and just got everything in one checking account. That's really crazy. And it ain't even safe. Because if niggas steal your wallet or something, they got all your access right there. You know what I'm saying? So you need to have your money split up and organized. That's how you do it better when you got a plan with your money. You always got to have a plan. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm finna show y'all the ins and outs right now. Okay, as y'all can see, I'm on the official ADP website. So this is a real site. You know what I'm saying? And I showed the frequency is monthly. And y'all see that the salary is $40,000, right? So they got it all the way mapped down. This is really what they do federally. So your earnings for the whole month, if you just work 40-hour weeks, right? It's just 40 hours. $3,333.33. So that's your monthly salary on the $40,000 a year. You know what I'm saying? So now we got to get rid of the taxes part. So now they got $473 gonna come out from your taxes. So federal income tax is $218.33. Medicare tax is $48.33. Social Security is $206.67. So that's how all of that comes out from your medical insurance and income tax. You know what I'm saying? So we breaking it down over here, and then you're gonna be taking home $28.60. So now we're gonna be working on $28.60 per month. Now I'm gonna show y'all exactly how to budget this and make a good living. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get down to that and get technical now. So that way I can show y'all the strategies to help y'all succeed, even if you make $40,000 a year. We got you. We finna get right to it. Y'all know I got a little bitty clipboard, but we gonna make it work. I'm gonna make it work anytime. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna actually start it off, as y'all can see. Budget and save on $40K a year. Underline that. Box that in there. So as y'all can see, we wrote that out. We're gonna get started. So now, as y'all seen that the take home on the salary of $40,000 a year, you're gonna take home $28.60 after everything's been taken out. We already done went through that part. So your take home $28.60 per month. So the whole basis of this is gonna be per month. You can break it down however you wanna do it, but I'm gonna just do it per month. That'll be easier, so it'll be all one big sum. So yeah, it's gonna be $28.60 per month. That's the take home. So now, we finna get started on the fun part. So when you doing your budget, you need to write all your bills out. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna write all of the main necessity bills down and things that I think that are necessary. But everything else that you trying to add on there, we not doing all that. You can't be living like you in Beverly Hills with a $40,000 salary. It's just not realistic here. Let's be realistic. You need to be able to save your money. So let's be honest. You know what I'm saying? So first, I'm gonna say rent. If you making $40,000 a year and this is the take home, you should not have a rent higher than $1,200 a month. That's just what it is. So I say rent. Okay. So that's $1,200. Okay, so $1,200 a month for that. That's the first bill. Now I'm gonna say groceries. I'm gonna say $400 a month. So I'm gonna just minimize that. That's pretty decent. I'm not saying it's a big budget, but it's pretty decent. You can eat off that. You know what I'm saying? If you're broke, you need to make some spaghetti. You can do something that's for cheap meal. You know, do them struggle meal. Eat that noodles with no packet. Cereal with the canned milk. You know what I'm saying? You need to be on that type of time, fam. So yeah, we need to be doing that. So $400 a month on groceries. So groceries and food, that's gonna be $400. Okay, that's another bill. Okay, so you need gas money, and I'm just gonna be generous. I don't know how gas prices is where you at, but I'm judging off the state of Texas. And for me, if I got a car, it's gonna take, let's just say even on the big end, let's say $40 to fill it up. And you gotta do it every other week. So that's every 2 weeks, so that's $80 a month. So gas, it's gonna be $80 a month. Okay, so next, obviously you talking on that phone every day. So that's definitely gonna be another bill. So we're gonna add the phone on there. That's gonna be $100. So phone, 100. Okay, your light bill, let's say if you're in an apartment, a decent sized apartment, let's just say 120. I don't know exactly what y'all gonna be, but you know, light. And if your bill way more than 120, boo-hoo, I'm sorry. You need to start cutting them damn lights off. You need to act like you got some sense, like a woman them raised you. Y'all didn't have them damn lights on all day. Yeah, you talking about, nigga, you trying to budget right now. We budgeting, you know what I'm saying? We not millionaires yet. I'm not saying that you can't boss up. This is just the starting point, so y'all can start managing y'all money the right way. So don't think this the end all be all. I might be a little strict on certain parts, but trust me, I got a little easier budget for y'all when I'm going down. So don't lose me. Don't lose me now. Okay, so light bill, they're gonna be 120. Okay, let's just say if you got a car. And oh, one thing about the cars, I'm sorry to say this, but if you make $40,000 a year and you got full bills and you're fully independent, you should not be getting a car note. You need to get you one of them cash cars at them auctions that's running good. Go get you a Honda that's like a 09 Honda or something. That's reliable, running good, something like that. Your ass don't need no goddamn Mercedes Benz on $40,000. You don't make enough, fam. Because when that motherfucking oil change hit your ass $4,000, you finna be in there, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna be dumbfounded. So yeah, you can't be doing that. So let's just say that no, don't have no car note. You need to have paid for a car. But let's just say if you got car insurance on the high end, let's just say $150, because it's an older car. You ain't gonna be paying no $400 on no older car. You know what I'm saying? So let's just say $150. Car, it's $150. Okay, so now niggas gotta have Wi-Fi at their house. So Wi-Fi, that's gonna be $100. If you got more than $100 Wi-Fi bill, nigga, change your plan, nigga. You might want to go to that bootleg Spectrum or something. You know what I'm saying? You ain't playing no video games all day. What you need the highest speed internet for? Get the one that's okay. It's good enough. You know what I'm saying? So you get the $100 plan, you should be straight. Okay. So now I'm gonna just be keeping it lighthearted, because think about it. When I'm showing y'all these budgeting things, I want you to prioritize saving money, not blowing. The less that you give to them folk, the better you is, the better off. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna do for the splurging money. Let's just say the money that you can mess off per month. I'm gonna say splurging money. I'm gonna say $200, and that's a part of your entertainment too. So you can do your splurge money however you want to do that. So I know that's not a lot, but nigga, you don't need too much entertainment if you only making $40,000 a year with all these damn bills. If you by yourself, but if you $40,000 and you got people that you stay with, or you don't pay that many bills, that's kudos to you. Then you might have more money to spend on your splurging. You know what I'm saying? So you can just divide the percentages up however you see fit. You know what I'm saying? So that's just totally up to you on that part. But if you really on a tight budget and you trying to really save and boss up, I think you should stick with this if these are your bills. You know what I'm saying? So that's the bills part of that all. We're going to add all of that differences up. And if you want to be able to do this part to make sure you saving money, so my goal of it is at least to try to save $500 a month. So at least $500 a month, but that's kind of hard to do considering that it's only $2,800, $2,860. That's the whole month you bring it back. So it's kind of hard to save $500 with all bills like that. And you know, some people be having student loan debts or credit card debt. That's a little different. So I'm not doing it for them people right now. I got some for y'all later, but y'all plan gonna be a lot more stricter than this, because nigga, you ain't gonna be able to have no entertainment. And you gonna have to be working some damn overtime with all them damn credit card bills. You need to be doing overtime. Yeah, that's what, yeah, you can't just be chilling every week. You know, yeah. You gotta grind, fam. Cause I done been there. But I grinded my way out of it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta grind your way out of it and think, set a plan, manage your money right. You can save enough, then you can start paying your debt off pretty good. That's what I did. Okay, so now if you want to save 500, this gonna be, let's say we're gonna do it percentages wise because I'm gonna add these up. We're gonna do that at the end. So starting out here, so your rent is $1,200, right? So that is 41.9%. 41.95%, or you could just say 42%. You could just round it up. Let's just say 42%. Round it up. So the groceries bill is gonna be, that's $400. So it's gonna be 14% of the salary right here, because this is what you're taking home. So it's gonna be 14%. So the groceries, that's 14%. So the gas, $80 a month, is gonna be 2.7%. Okay, so next, phone bill is gonna be 3.5% because that's only $100. And I'm doing these percentages because I'm getting all of that from this take home. So 28.60, so 41.95% of 28.60 is $1,200, and that's how you pay your rent. So that's gonna go in your bills account, right? So you're gonna send that to your bills account. Your groceries, you need to send that to your bills account. Your gas needs to go to your bills account. Your phone, light, car, Wi-Fi, all that needs to go inside of the bills account. So once you add your money all up of all your bills that you spend, you're gonna send that from your paycheck. Once you get your paycheck, already divide the percentages up. So let's just say all of this add together, we're gonna add it all up. So light bill, let's say 120, so that's 4.2%. And that's the 4.2% of 2860. Okay, so car insurance, 150, so that's 5.25%. And your Wi-Fi, $100, so that's 3.5% for Wi-Fi. And splurging, that's 6.99% right there. So once you tally all of them up, we finna go and do that. We finna do that right quick. So we got 42%, that's on the bills. We got 14% on groceries, that's bills too. And then we got another 2.7% on gas. Then we got 3.5 on the phone, plus 4.2 on the light. Then we got 5.25, and that's gonna be for the car. And then plus 3.5% is the Wi-Fi. Then we're gonna do plus 6.99. And that's gonna leave you with 82.14. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all can see that pretty good, but yeah, 82.14. That's 82% of your money gone right there. So out of all your checks that you work for with bills, all that going on, and a little bit of money to mess off. So you can blow this $200. So you can blow that 200. The 200, you can be childish with that $200. But you got to do everything else in the percentages to do accurate. Because that's what I like to do when I show people they budgeting plan. I want to always give them room to be comfortable, to at least have something to play with. Because at the end of the day, you're going to need to do something that you want to do. So I don't know if you're going to do a lot with $200, but you better make it stretch. Just like Smokey Mama said, make it enough. Nigga, hey, you talking about, nigga? Yeah, you got to do that. Yeah, so we got 82.1. Okay, so 82.14%. So that means you're left with 17.86% of your income that's free. But it's not free, because think about this. We're trying to save on the budget. So that is going to equivalent to $510 a month. So saving. So $510 a month is going to equal to 17.8%. And what's the common denominator here? What did y'all see? What do y'all see? I'm going to show y'all a little closer. Which percentage is the biggest? What's the biggest percentage on here? Saving. After bills, saving is your biggest percentage. Because why are you playing around? You trying to really get you some money. That's what you're doing. So if you look at this board, it might not be pretty. I don't got the best handwriting. Let me see if it's in the frame good. But y'all see that? The saving is the biggest percentage. That's the biggest one right there. 17.86%. That's the biggest one besides your rent, because you need somewhere to stay. I just said your rent can't be more than $1,200 if you all by yourself and you only make $40,000 a year. You know what I'm saying? Now, y'all see the perfect strategy that we gonna take here. But if y'all want to see how much money you're gonna be able to save throughout the year, I can show y'all that. We finna go and get to that point. So if you stick with this exact plan, I don't know if y'all can see it good. We're gonna show y'all again one more time. Screenshot that. If you don't know, screenshot that. You know what I'm saying? Go and get a picture so you can go and write that down. So when you get paid, you go and do these percentages and send them to your bills account, and then send that 510 to your savings account because you're making 40,000, and it's off 40 hours. So if you make more money, keep the same percentage. So even there, I don't care. I always do 17.8% because then you're gonna save even more money if you make more overtime. And if you got more bills, you'll be good for that if you work overtime. So if you work overtime, that'll just have more money in your bills account that'll loop and add up. So we're gonna add that in there. So yeah, if you saving $510 a month, and let's just say if you do that for, let's just go 6 months. Let's go 6 months. Let's go and do that. So 510, as y'all can see, 510 times 6. That's $3,000 in 6 months on a budget. So if you budgeting after 6 months of doing this strict plan, you will have $3,060. So $3,060, that'll be your budget. You know what I'm saying? That's how much you have. So 6 months. We draw a line through all this shit so y'all know it's not the same. So 6 months, you're gonna have $3,060. So yeah, that's what you can have in 6 months. So if we're gonna do a year, we're gonna do 510 times 12. So that's 12 months. So over 12 months, you'll have over $6,000 saved. So in only a year, you over halfway to $10,000. You know what I'm saying? So let's go 12 months. Okay, so if you got 6 months worth of doing this strategy, you will have $3,000 saved. If you do it for a year, you will have $6,000 saved. And let's just look this up too. They say the average American normally don't have a certain amount saved. Let's see. Let me go and add this in the tab. How much does the average American have saved in 2026? Okay, so here it goes. So they said the average American has only $900 saved. The average American only has $900 saved. I can't see if y'all tell it. I can't tell if y'all seen it, but it's $900. So that means you kicking they ass at $40,000 a year if you do this plan. If you do this plan, you're gonna have $6,000. So that's how many times that? So 1,000. So that's like 5 times the amount of an average American. So just off using your brain and strategizing, you can be 5 times better than the average person. I'm not saying this is groundbreaking. Obviously, you can find more hustles, try to get you promotions on your job or get you a side hustle or whatever else you're gonna do. You know, you're gonna make it happen. But I'm just saying, we just going off a baseline, 40,000 a year, and you can still be better than the average person by 5 times just off listening to this strategy. And I've lived it. I've actually been a budgeter. You can ask anybody in my family. Like, at one point, I was budgeting so bad, nigga, I went to the grocery store and I spent $50 a week. So that's $200 a month that I was eating. I was eating $200 a month. So you can do this shit. If I can do $200 a month, you can do this. You got to quit being bougie. All that Hollywood shit ain't cool. You think that's cute? Yeah, I got to get the best in it. No, wait till you save first. At least go for a year. Sacrifice 1 year so you can get you $6,000. And then you can make a sacrifice 6 more months. You will have almost $10,000. So a year and a half. So you telling me 18 months of dedication, you can't get $10,000 saved with this plan that's obviously mapped out? And you still gonna have $200 of cost. So whether you want to go get your nails done, I'm not sure it's gonna stretch that far. I'm not saying that, but you at least are having fun that you can have. Like, let's say your car break down, you got money to take care of it. Because you had made $6,000 this year in your pocket after taxes and all that, with your Medicaid, all that. You know, after all them federal income taxes and shit, you still good. You know what I'm saying? So $40,000 a year is not a bad salary. It's not a bad salary, but it's not a great salary. So you got to still think like that. I always think to live below your means. So if you make $40,000, live like you make $20,000. If you make $60,000, you live like you make $40,000. If you make $80,000, live like you make $60,000. If you make $100,000, live like you make $80,000. That's just the whole point of it. Money is just a game, man. So if you ain't really understanding that, you ain't tapped in enough to really know. So you can't be bougie, man. You got to sacrifice to get to where you want to go. You know what I'm saying? That's how I took it. And I actually done did this before. I actually had a more strict plan than this. I think my most strict plan I've ever done when I was making about $12 an hour. I made $12 an hour working at a mega church. I was just picking up trash and getting ready for services and stuff like that, fixing chairs and stuff like that. I made $12 an hour. I was broke, first dropped out of college. So I had to save 93% of my income just to move out after like 6 months. I think it took 7 months. No, 7 months. So it took me 7 months to save enough money to move out. But I was saving 93% of my income. Even though I didn't make that much, but I was still disciplined. It takes structure. You know what I'm saying? God gonna bless you when you disciplined. But if you're not disciplined, the money gonna run right away from you. You ain't gonna never have no money. Your wallet gonna be little as hell. Empty pocket ass nigga. You don't wanna be no empty pocket ass nigga. So make sure you being accountable for your money, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be a big deal for your future. But yeah, man, if y'all enjoyed this video, send me to the next one y'all want me to do. You know, we done did the $40,000 salary. Whichever salary that y'all want me to do that gets the most comments, I'll do that the next video. You know what I'm saying? I can show y'all how to budget them salaries too. You know, I'm cold-blooded. You know what I'm saying? I'm low-key an accountant at you. You know what I'm saying? But not a legit. I'm not legit. I'm just saying this is what I've done personally, and it worked. And I have it mapped out. Not trying to fake like I'm no lawyer or nothing like that. So don't be trying to come after my head like this. You know, I'm still a YouTuber. I'm a creator now, but I definitely learned a little bit of game. So don't be acting like I'm really a financial coach for real, but I'm showing y'all what I did. This is what I did, and it worked for me. I know what I'm saying? I'm blessed. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I like it that I got to map it all out for y'all. So if y'all want to screenshot it, I'm gonna show y'all one more time. Show y'all one more time. Y'all can see that? All right. Yeah, you got a good look. Yeah, man. But yeah, if you're new to the channel, man, make sure you subscribe. Turn on post notifications if you're new, man. Hopefully this helps somebody boss up and get y'all some racks. You feel me? Hopefully y'all do that, because we finna go crazy, man. But it's your boy on KayGLive, man. Watch the next video, and I'm out.